Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome on the Culture News. My name is David SERERO, and I have the pleasure to have today over the phone a fantastic person. Literally, he is a hero. His name is Okun, and he has just this fantastic campaign to help him to find a donor for his kidney that is called the Big Dumb Kidney, and I'm very familiar with this company. You will find out why. But first of all, ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause for the one and only Mr. Okun. How are you, Gene?
David, I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm very good. It's a pleasure to have you over the phone. You're a fantastic person, my friend. Let me tell you that. First of all, fantastic person. So,
thank you. Thank you.
You're adorable. So the reason why I have the pleasure to have you over the phone is that you did this fantastic campaign that is called BigDumbKidneys.com. That is kind of bringing an awareness about the sickness that you have that is called PKD. You're going to tell us more about it. And you find a very funny way to attract it, and I'm very grateful because I'm one of your kidney that I had the pleasure to play in. So first of all, for the people who don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself. I believe you had this amazing career as a young bodybuilder, and tell us then how this terrible thing PKD came to you.
Sure. And thanks for taking the time today to talk. Early on in my life, I was a very athletic person. I began working out just early in high school and then into college. And I had played some lacrosse, a little bit of football, but I really took a liking to powerlifting and bodybuilding. And so 10 years of that and several health clubs and personalized training centers later, I had been training for upwards of 10 years and, had trained over 1,000 of people that had come to my gyms and won a number of contests and was very strong. And so originally it was to see how strong I could be, and then a couple of injuries later, I decided to move to bodybuilding and just wanted to see how big I could get. And both of those sports require a lot of discipline and a lot of self-motivation, and it's a very painful to work out that much and a lot of sweat equity to get the results. So that was the part of my life that I enjoyed, and I enjoyed helping others get healthy and see people achieve their goals. But during that time, my father was diagnosed with a kidney disease. At the time, I didn't know it was polycystic kidneys originally. Then we were told that. And his kidneys were growing, but unfortunately, we were, he had to go on dialysis. I believe partly due to medical conditions, and I also believe partly because we didn't really catch it early enough. I think to go through the donor process to try to find him a living donor, and so we experienced him living on a dialysis machine for a number of years before he deteriorated and had cancer and heart disease and some of those things that come from being on dialysis, not as a result of it, but from it, because it just isn't as good as the natural kidneys doing the process. So fast forward now, myself at 52, I'm no longer a bodybuilder, and I still exercise and bicycle and do some things that I can do. I can't do sit-ups and a number of other types of things, but now I have the same disease, and it's called polycystic kidney disease because essentially what's happening is cysts grow onto the kidney, and the kidneys get bigger and bigger, and as the kidneys get larger, their function decreases. And so you'd think it would be the opposite. A bigger kidney would work better, but it's not the case. It's the other way. And as the bigger they get, the worse they function. So essentially, right now, I'm started the process and working with my sister and her family and the company she's involved in. It's called Smith Solve, that helped work with people that have rare blood diseases and other diseases. They're a communications company. We've decided to work and enlist the other team members that have helped her, which is a couple other groups, yourself included, Second Melody, Dave, and other film group, and we have a social media group that's helped us. So we've got a tremendous amount of effort from many different people to create this wonderful message of a living donation. Yeah.
Wow, I was so in literally what everything you were saying and really deeply touched. The Los Angeles Times wrote because you got quite a lot of coverage, and congratulations again. They wrote, "It's a funny presentation, but a serious message." Because what I'm thinking is that this is a really, really original idea that you are using, and I think thanks to you, hopefully they will use this kind of message to maybe cure other disease. So I think you'll be remembered in history forever. For that, because I think your idea is simply a genius thing, and I had the pleasure to meet your lovely sister, and the two of you are just too good to be true, So,
thanks so much.
Yeah, no, really, really. So, tell me, if people want to help you, tell us, what can I do to help you? What people can do to help you today?
Well, that's a really a great question, David. I really thank you for asking it. So we've put together this website, and it's called BigDumbKidneys.com, and we're also on Facebook with Big Dumb Kidneys, Instagram, and Twitter. And the whole idea there is to provide people out there the knowledge that they can donate a kidney and live perfectly fine with just one kidney. And so the story there and the message there is that you can donate, you could save somebody else's life, and really, really save their lives, and live a normal life after, as if you never knew you were missing a kidney. And so what they could do for me is they could go to that site, they could read my story, they could share it with other people, and if somebody was inclined to want to help me with potentially getting tested for a kidney, then I would be more than happy to speak with them and talk to them more about it. And they can actually, there's a form on the site where they can fill out their information, and it's very confidential, and it'll send me an email.
But I have a question, and forgive my ignorance. Do you need to be a match? Like not everybody, like you cannot get anybody's kidney. It has to be from someone that matches yours or something like that?
Yes, yeah. So there's a lot of testing that needs to be done, and in the past you had to have a perfect blood match, and you had to have a number of other things to happen perfectly. Now what they're able to do is they have what's called a paired exchange. And so, no, you do not have to be a blood match. I am a blood type O, and if somebody else is a blood type AB or B or A, they could actually donate a kidney on my behalf, essentially. And then somebody else who has a kidney that's an O that can't use it because they're a B, they could donate that kidney to me. So essentially, you're almost kind of saving two lives, because you're able to give this kidney that you would give to me to somebody else, and that other person that was waiting for a kidney has a donor. They can donate that other kidney to me. So there's a number of ways that even if you're not a match, that you can donate as well. So that
and you have and really it's worth it to be when you go on the website, bigdumbkidneys.com, you have the heroes page, where you can see like 3 people, various age, who donated the kidney, and they just said basically, you know, they're fine now. So it's really something. If you want to help Jean, you really go on the website bigdumbkidneys.com. You have a section that is called Become a Donor or Take Action. Donate. You are ready to donate, or if you are a little bit worried about the consequences, you can just read all the kind of information. You have other organizations such as the PKD Foundation, the National Kidney Foundation, Living Kidney, etc. Those are very strong and official organizations that you can get amazing information. But what it doesn't cost you $1, and it doesn't cost you a kidney, is really to share and spread the word on Facebook and on Twitter and pass it anywhere, you know. And if you want, among the audience, Jean, I have a lot of theater owners and I have a lot of investors and people who want to do stuff. You know, in your next event, I would love that people put the logo of Jean's Big Dumb Kidneys. I would love everybody that at the end of an event, they talk about the campaign. And this is for all the theater people that are listening to this show, all the producers. You know, we can imagine we do it for so many other terrible diseases, but we have to do something for this, because as soon as you meet Jean, you just gonna fall in love with this guy. So that's the one thing you need to do, is to go on bigdumbkidneys.com. And of course, you can follow them on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, where you can see the fantastic campaign that I had the pleasure to do. My dear Jean, I know you're very, very busy, but I want to hear one more word from you. Is there anything you can tell us about the guy or the woman out there who wants to help you, that is a little bit worried? Tell me what is the last thing you can tell us to convince them?
The last thing that I could tell you that would make somebody comfortable is that I spoke individually with all the heroes on my page, and I've talked to many other people, and those are the kidney donors that have donated to people that either they know or in many cases they do not know. And every one of them have told me not only that would they do it again, but they would recommend for other people to do it. And each of them are available for a one-on-one with anybody interested in donating. And they will talk the process through. But from what I've heard from everybody, they've all told me that the actual process of the donation of the kidney isn't that big of a deal. They said the testing process is the longer part of the process. So really, what I would recommend is people to do some research, look on our Heroes page, and if they want to donate, to fill the form, and I'd be happy to connect them with one of our hero donors, and they'll tell them about their experience donating a kidney and how they feel about it now.
And there is something else that is always a little bit tough to talk about, but I think everybody should have a donor card. I have a donor card that if something, I hope the later the better, but if tomorrow I happen to pass away, that I give all my second organs, to whoever needs it, there's not, everything, because once you go away, what do you need your organs for? You know what I mean? So that's also something else that everybody should do. But today, your number one priority is to go on bigdumbkidneys.com and to check out Jean's work and Jean's message. And if you are doing a fundraiser and you want to help a little bit these cause and help the people, they definitely need your help. You can reach them out, and trust me, every penny you will give will go definitely to the right place. My dear Jean, thank you a million times, my dear friend, and I wish you really all the best.
Thank you so much, David, and thanks for all your help on this site and on my journey. You've been a blessing, and I really appreciate you helping me spread the word and help create awareness around live kidney donation and this disease.
Well, let me tell you, you will have the best things that are going to come to you, because when you're such a great person, such as yourself, only good things come around you. You know, that's how it is, and you totally deserve. So I talk to you very soon, okay?
Thank you, my friend. You have a blessed day.
Take care. Bye-bye.